So I'm in the middle of editing this video that you're watching now, and I got up to the 40-minute mark, well, 47, 26-minute mark, and I mentioned that no one will probably last up until this point in the video anyway, so I just want to say it here real quick. Go and subscribe to this creator. He will be linked in the description, because he literally made one of the best series of all time. Literally of all time, best series. Go watch it. It's amazing. But if you're not going to watch it, and even if you're not subscribed to me, still go and subscribe to him, because he really does deserve it. He literally put about 3 to 4 years into this series, and the thing is, he only made 3 episodes. There's 3 episodes. They're all split into segments like episode 1 part 1, episode 1 part 2, etc, etc. But it still took him like 3.5 years to do. And he really deserves way more subscribers than he has now. So go subscribe to him and probably watch the series while you're there. All of it will be linked in the description. Anyway, cue the video. What's up, brothers? Today I have a video that I've been wanting to do for the last couple of days, but my sleep schedule has been all over the place. I've not really had time to record this, but today I wanted to, because I wanted to talk about a series which I actually watched when it was still coming out. And keep in mind, I'm not going to say exactly when, but I was born between 2004 and 2008. So I was young watching these. Since this is 11 years ago, 2014, and you know, I was planning on like going and back and watching them, because I thought it was like, you know, like 3 years ago. But no, I was completely wrong. I was watching these when I was growing up, and I remember when I used to come home from school and I used to see if the next episode of White Lie was out, and you know, it wasn't, and I was like, oh, so I looked at some of these and they were like, you know, 3 months ago, a month ago, etc, etc, and now looking back on them here sitting here 11 years ago. It's insane just how much time has passed since the series ended. The series ended 8 years ago, and it does not feel that long. So it's safe to say that these videos were part of my childhood. This series in particular was part of my childhood, and I remember watching them as they were coming out. I remember being excited to see them, you know, come out. And altogether, the series meant a lot to me. But the thing with this series, you know, being over and the creator pretty much disappearing from YouTube, it's just sad to see, because the series meant a lot to me, and I know it meant a lot to other people as well. But the issue is that the creator left on short notice. He never said that, you know, he was leaving. He never. Well, if he did, I don't remember. I've not seen it. But the creator didn't say, you know, he was leaving YouTube and he was going to, you know, go his own way. The last thing he said in this video here was he's thinking about a B plot or a B canon to the story. And I just want to say, if you haven't watched the series, it will be linked in the description. You should go watch it, because I'm going to be honest, it's the best series I've ever watched. Like, SFM series, it's the best one I've ever watched. And I've watched quite a few, but White Lie is my favourite by far. By far, it's my favourite. And it's just, again, sad I didn't want to go on that. It's just, you know, sad to see it pretty much left, even though there was gonna be. Sorry, I hit my microphone. even though there was going to be a B canon, it wasn't, confirmed or not confirmed that there was actually going to be a B canon. I have all the episodes up here, like, laid out from, 1 to 12. Now, there's 12 videos, but there's only 3 episodes. Now, people might be wondering, why watch it if there's only 3 episodes? Believe me, those 3 episodes hold a lot. They hold up to, like, 10 episodes worth of series. These hold up so much. And honestly, the characters in it are amazing. The characters... If you know what Left 4 Dead is, but you've never watched this series, you will not actually... You might think, why would I just want to watch Left 4 Dead if I can go play it? Well, this is taken in the example of, the Left 4 Dead characters, but the Left 4 Dead characters... It's not like a set story. It's not the set story of Left 4 Dead 1 or 2. It's a story of the characters, but laid out different. It's hard to explain. It's technically the characters, but it's its own story, if that made sense. So the characters are here, and again, spoilers. If you want to watch it, go and watch it now, because there will be spoilers from probably this point onwards through the entire video. But if you want to go watch it, because it is so good, and believe me, you do not want to miss out on it if you've never seen it. And I'm on my second YouTube account right now, and I watched these before I even had a YouTube account. So I'm not subscribed or liked any of the videos. I've not subscribed to the channel, I've not liked any of the videos, because I watched these before I even had a YouTube account, and that's how long ago it was. And, there's a lot of great characters in this, and I want to get into my favourite character now. I accidentally just closed one of them. I think I actually closed the one. Okay, actually no, they're in this one as well, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Yeah, they're in this one as well. So, there's these 2 characters in it, called Francis and Francis. And people who know me in real life, know me personally, would think either of these are my favourite character. And they are up there. When I was younger, these 2 were my favourite characters in the show. But, getting older, coming back to watch it, my favourite characters actually changed a lot, and it was teased at the end of the last video, if you've seen the last video. Understandable if you didn't. But my favourite character is... if I can find them...
If I listen to this, will this be the last one?
Sure. You wouldn't think you could have...
This right here. Now, I didn't want to do that. No. So this character right here is my favourite. Now, again, a lot of people who know me personally will be like, what? Because I always prefer the male characters in shows and games and stuff. And it's not... I'm not saying anything when I say that. I'm just saying that I prefer the male characters and I like the male stories the most. Like... This guy right here. This guy, Arthur Morgan, the best character I honestly think in any video game ever. I prefer him so much to any other like character in gaming. And I prefer his story to the story of Sadie Adler. Like, in my own mind, Sadie Adler is a terrible character. She was poorly designed. All she ever does is get into trouble in the story mode. And now when I say trouble, I don't mean, oh, she goes and kills a lot of people. No, I mean actual trouble where she needs saving. That's 90% of the story is her getting either caught, captured, or something like that. Like she get spoilers to Red Dead Redemption 2 now. Spoilers to Red Dead Redemption 2. She gets caught on Sisaka when they go to save John. She got caught on in Van Horn when they were going to save Abigail. She got caught by Micah and overpowered by him. She got caught and stabbed in the stomach. She literally, all she does in the game Red Dead Redemption 2 is either get caught, mess things up, or get people killed. And I prefer Arthur Morgan's story like over 1,000 times more than the story of Sadie Adler. Anyway, going away from that, let's not get into any more of that because I don't want to spoil the rest of the game of Red Dead Redemption 2. This guy is one of, if not the best, characters in gaming. Top 10. Definitely top 10. But it's even in like TV shows and, you know, custom shows made by creators like Lone Wolf here. I always prefer the male-sided characters more. Like, I feel like they have, you know, a more unique style. I like, you know, the brutality of the male characters more. And I just feel like I just prefer the male characters more than the female characters. But this is the only like show / movie / YouTube series where I've actually preferred the female character over all the male characters. And I really do prefer the soldier. She doesn't have a name other than the soldier. I prefer her over characters like, if I can find him again, like Francis and Francis. Let me just skip this ad.
It's best to check before you commit.
I prefer her over characters like Francis and Francis. I prefer the soldier over both of them. And again, that could come as a surprise to some people, because again, I like the male characters in shows, games, and movies more than the female characters. Like, I can name a few examples, like John Marston from Red Dead Redemption 1. I prefer him than, say, you know, Abigail, although not a lot of people liked Abigail in the first Red Dead Redemption 2. I like John Marston more than Bonnie McFarland. I prefer, you know, most of the things I watch anyway usually have a male main character. I'm not saying that the soldier, you know, is a main character, because she isn't the main character. She's a side character, and that makes it even makes it stranger for me, because she's not the main character, yet I prefer her anyway to all the other characters. And there's some very good characters in this show, male and female, but I do prefer the soldier over a majority of the other characters in this. And, you know, it's just weird. It's really weird coming from me, because if you know me personally in real life, I like this guy. He is my favourite character out of anything. He is the best guy. He's the best written character in gaming. I prefer Arthur Morgan to any other character pretty much in existence. But in this series, if I can get back to it, the soldier is my favourite character. And I can show some examples of what I mean, like this example.
God, to be kidding me, we were almost home. Hurry, damn it. Oh, shit. Oh, jerk ass.
Well, that scene, to me, just writes itself. That scene really does. So, again, I like the soldier the most in White Lie. She is my favourite character. And I don't think there's a bad written character in this. I really don't. Nick here, he's one of the best in the show as well. I keep saying it's a show because to me it was technically my weekly TV show when I was younger. Even though, keep in mind, I was born between 2004 and 2008, and I was watching this as pretty much like a weekly TV show, even though it wasn't weekly. One episode came out every few months, but I grew up watching this, and that's why I love it to this day, because I grew up watching this. And if you think back to the one show you remember the most from your childhood, and think about how, you know, you still love it to this day because, of course, you grew up with it. This is mine. This is mine. a show that was not like made for kids is the one that I prefer. And you know, there's other characters like Bill here, who is like very good as well. There's so many good characters in this. There's not a bad one, but my favorite is the soldier. Now, if you see my video yesterday, I did say I want to talk about her fate, because her fate is very undetermined. And again, if you still, I will say it again, but this is where the heavy like plot spoilers come into this. Like, this is where the entire plot is going to be spoiled. So if you don't want to know, click off, go watch the show, because it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. Now, I know me saying this is not actually going to do anything, because his channel is like a skyscraper compared to mine. And this will literally mean nothing coming from my channel. But if you haven't seen this show, this channel, you haven't liked any of these videos, do it. Go and do it, because this creator literally poured so much time into this series and only has 300k subscribers. He deserves way more. And the reason that I'm saying it's not going to do nothing coming from my channel is because if we go to mine, here's mine. I have 2.4k, and I almost said no. And if you look at that compared to this, you can tell. Me saying this is going to do nothing to this channel. Like, I really do want to see the creator make a comeback, but the creator's gonna, you know, he's gonna guaranteed have his own life by now. He's guaranteed he has his own life by now, and you know, he probably doesn't have any plans on coming back. But the one thing I request from him, even though it probably 99.9% sure will not happen, is like one more video, which is like, this is the end. Just to answer a few questions, I just want to make this quick video, and you know, just one more video. That's all I ask for, because there's one major plot point which I actually want to know. And let me see, here it is. So, if no one knows the show, again, this is where the heavy spoilers come in. This is literally where the plot comes into the story. There are some of the characters in the show end up getting assassinated. And what I mean by assassinated is they end up getting killed by unknown sources. I think it's in this episode here. Yeah, right here. Gotta just do...
Nothing can stop us. Do you hear me? Nothing can stop us. No! Lewis! Hey, y'all got to watch where you aiming that thing. That there's some screwed up shit.
Now, this is basically just, you know, one of the characters got assassinated, and, you know, it could be the cause of, like, crossfire. It's hinted at here that it was Francis, because, you know, he looks off to the side, and, you know, Francis and Lewis don't have the best relationship, and he doesn't react to it at all. He's just completely silent, and he looks off to the side. So I think it was hinted at here that it was Francis that shot him. Everyone's sad, everyone's, you know, yelling, but he's just neutral and he looks off to the side, which would probably be me in real life. So it wouldn't boast well for me either. But then later on, I can find it. Later on, right here,
Good thing I'm indestructible. Hey! That was not cool.
you see Francis die. So it's like, wait a minute. Did Francis kill Lewis and then someone else killed Francis? But who killed Francis? Zoe looked like she was running past and then the explosion hit her. Then if you look right here at the shadow, look, if you keep an eye on the shadow, the shadow, like, does the salute whatever thing and then walks off to the left. Zoe's running from the right to the left. She gets, the explosion knocks her down. And, you know, who killed Francis? Was it the same person who killed Lewis? So, you know, there's all these like little plot points and everything, and then it all comes down to this. So it ends out that she was the one killing everybody, and, you know, Zoe here is the one that actually killed all the survivors. And again, if you haven't, you know, if you haven't watched this before and you're getting it spoiled here by me, then you might be thinking, well, she doesn't look like the one to have killed the people. So it would have came as, you know, a bit of a surprise. It did to me the first time I ever watched it. And just a little side note is that Francis here, Francis in this scene, this is the Francis right here, if I can find him. This was...
Oh, shit. Oh, you know, we'll be here. We ain't got...
Just gotta give it a minute.
Hey, Tom, it's Bob from the office.
That was this Francis. This Francis right here is also, you can tell by the jacket, you know, the second Francis, or the first, I probably should say, the one that didn't end up dying towards the end. You could tell it was him because of this jacket, but here's the thing, is that this is like a little thing. It doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter in the slightest. But I did want to mention it because it is a little weird. Oh, wait a minute. He is wearing this jacket in this one. I didn't realise that the first time I watched. No, I did. Either that or I forgot. I thought he wasn't wearing this jacket in this scene. Never mind. Forget everything I've said in the last, like, 3 minutes. But the what? Okay, so I keep, like, getting sidetracked. It turns out that Zoe was the one killing all these survivors and all that. And the thing is, the guy called Keith, this guy right here, the one who has the camera, he was the one recording it all. Now, here's the thing, is that Keith, of course, recording it all for these people called the Angels of Death. Keith was recording it all for them. I don't know if he was doing it directly for them, but he's showing them. And the thing is that in this episode... No, it was not this episode. In this episode, if I can find them... No, it wasn't this one either. This one. In this episode here, these two, so Zoe and the soldier, ended up getting caught at the end. Like, they both ended up getting caught. Zoe here was about to be executed. The soldier was going to be taken in. And while they both are captive, Keith at one point shows the soldier the video of Zoe killing them all. Oh, well, Francis and Lewis. And then the soldier's like, of course she knows, and of course since she knows, she's pissed. You can tell, because it's like, why would you want to be in a group with someone who's killing you all? And so of course she doesn't want to be anywhere around her, but at the same time she doesn't want to kill her. So what ends up happening is this ends up happening.
Damn right. Can't lose my favorite girl. Oh, hell, I'm sorry. Ain't used to all this shooting and running around. At least not the running around. Whoa, hold up, y'all. Girl, what are you doing?
So this is really it.
What a dick.
We need to get out of this shit. You're more than welcome to come
No.
with... What?
Let's just go.
If this had anything to do with me, I do apologize.
So as you can see in that scene, Coach, of course, doesn't understand why the soldier's like, I don't know why you want to leave and stuff like that. And then the soldier, of course, since she knows the truth, she doesn't want to be a part of the group anymore. Well, I guess she does, but she doesn't want the killer to be in there. And you can see in this scene, she's still pissed, and she's like, I'm going to do something about it. But then she sees the way Coach is speaking to her, and she's like, well, I can't kill her, because then Coach will deem me as the traitor and all that. So she opts to leave the group, and she just tells them all to leave. And this is the one thing that's always got me confused. I want to know what happened to the soldier, because later on in this, it's shown that the building that she's in blows up. Now everyone says that she must have died in this explosion. How could she have lived? Well, one, she was underground when the explosion went off, so she could have lived. Second, how did the survivors get out of the building? Like Coach and Zoe, for instance, how did they get out of the building? And the creator said himself that the soldier did end up living. He said that it's canon that she did live, and that she is alive in the series of White Lie. She is alive, but the thing is, the creator hasn't gave us a confirmed or a canon ending to what happened to the soldier. I hope it's better than just dying in this explosion, because I would, for my favourite character, I wouldn't want that to happen, of course, because of course it is my favourite character. So anyone who, of course, watches something like this, they have a favourite character and they're like, I don't want them to die. And that's coming to me here. I hope she didn't die in this explosion, and she joined up with the angels, for instance. She joined up with the angels of death, and now she's with them, because I'd prefer that to dying in this explosion. And if the creator does end up seeing this, which he 100% won't see this, I hope it's better than just she died in this explosion. She got found by the angels again, she was taken in and she became one of them, or, she didn't want to do that, so she went on her own way, or something like that, because he's already said that there will not be a sequel ever to White Lie, so we won't know what happens to her there. But the creator also has a DeviantArt account, and a few years ago, after the series was already done, he shown a thing of what happened to two of the characters. It was Ellie and I forgot the other one's name. This character right here. No, not Keith.
People!
This character right here. He's shown, a few years after the main story ended, what happened to her. And I hope that I hope
my favorite girl.
he does it for the soldier, because we don't know her. We don't know her fate. We don't. Apparently, she survived. Said canon by the creator, she did live. We just don't know what happened to her. We don't know where she went, because all the other characters in the series, we got a confirmed ending for them all. They either died or survived. There's some characters that we saw live, but we don't know what happened to them. including the soldier here, which she didn't die, but we don't know what happened to her. And I'd like to see him make something else like that for the soldier, like showing her years later, like what happened to her. And, you know, he probably won't do that, but that's what I'm hoping for. Because she was my favourite character in the show for multiple different scenes. Hopefully I can actually find it, because there's one scene in particular that I loved. There's one particular scene which I loved. I hope I can find it. Oh, here it is, here it is.
Roam freely in the air.
This scene I loved.
With a simple search, you can discover the world. Doing things like this. And that there. Or even this. Wherever you're going, discover tours, tickets and attractions at getyourguide.co.uk.
This scene I actually loved.
Good luck.
No,
Make a
hold
note
on.
of that
This scene I loved so much. You'll see why.
for next time, all right?
I'm still not seeing a boat. Why don't we head back and see if the train floats? Hey, Bill, I think there's a sailboat in the train.
Man, a tank in a train.
Hey, Lewis, I don't think it's a tank in there. It sounds like a puppy. You should stand closer.
Me?
Hey, Francis. Guy who opens the train door says what?
What? Whoa. Hey, wait a minute.
Sorry. Good luck.
I hate suicide missions.
That's my favourite scene. Because I would be confused as well in real life. I would say the exact same thing Francis here says. I would be confused as well. Just the way she says, guy who opens the train door says what?
It sounds like a puppy. You should stand closer.
Me?
Hey, Francis. Guy who opens the train door says what?
What?
I'd be confused at that point as well. And I would say what? And then, of course, I would open it as well. But the thing is that I love that scene so much. And she's such a good character, and I hope her ending was more than just, you know, she got blown up. And the reason I'm saying it mostly about her is because we have a canon ending for every other character in the show besides Coach. Coach's fate is kind of 50-50 because we hear the gunshot, but we don't see him get physically killed, so he might have lived. We don't know. But the one character that, you know, didn't have a determined fate at all was the soldier. Other than the creator saying, you know, she did live, we don't know like how she got out of the building, how she escaped. You know, we don't know how, where she went from there. We don't know anything about her. So I hope one day the creator does actually show us what happened to the soldier. Like, if she died, I hope he just like says something like she did die in the explosion. But if she lived, I hope he makes something like showing us what happened to her after she left the group. But we probably won't. We probably won't know what happened to her. We know what happens to Bill, of course. We know what happens to Francis. We know what happens to all the characters except for her. So that's why I want to see that's why I want to know what happened. That's why I want to know what happened. But we probably won't, unfortunately. And going away from the soldier for a bit, I almost said this character. This creator literally deserves so much more support than he already gets for making this series. Like, I will admit, I do have to say, I do think his inspiration for the series did kind of start dropping off around the halfway point. I kind of, like, I think his inspiration for the series did start dropping a little bit. And because the episodes came out, like, hold on. They started coming out, like, way after another, like, this one was 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 8 years ago, 8 years ago, 8 years ago. I think he started losing interest in it but he still wanted to give, you know, the loyal followers of this series an actual ending and not leave it hanging at like episode 2 part 3, because that would have been so bad, because I was a loyal follower of this series, and just to see it end here and never get, you know, like an ending, I would have been like destroyed. I would have been destroyed inside if we didn't actually get to see an ending to the show. But again, as unfortunate as it is, I don't think the creator will ever come back. I personally feel like the creator will never make a return. Again, unfortunate, but it's the most likely thing that the creator will never come back. Right here, Coach's Fate. This is a what if video. So it's like, what if he did survive? Like, Coach got shot, but we didn't see him physically die. She could have saved him. She could have killed him. We don't actually know. So this is a what if. Like, people can decide their own canon ending for Coach. Did he live? Did she save him? Did he live? Or did he die? We don't know what actually happened to him. So that's up to you to decide. But one character we never got, like, confirmation for was the soldier. And I hope, you know, the soldier did live. I hope she didn't die in the explosion. I hope she lived. But we'll probably never know. So, as it stands right now, the soldier did survive, because the creator did say it was canon that she lived. It's actually in this video right here. I'll actually play the I'll play the little clip real quick.
The story ends with Zoe escaping with what she did, and Nick completely unaware of what she did. Coach and the soldier is with the Angels of Death, and you know, that's pretty much it. The reason why I'm not gonna make a sequel is because, well, majority of the main characters are dead. There is not much I can do. The only main characters that are confirmed to have lived is Zoe, Nick, Ellie, Wade. The soldier, Coach is a bit of a mixed bag, because the short video that shows his survival is considered a what if, as in it's up to you if you want to believe whether he survived or not.
So the soldier does survive, as showed by the creator there. She does survive, but he did also say that she's with the Angels of Death now. But I want to see like a 10 years later thing, and I want to see if he still considers it canon that she lived. Because, as I said before, she was my favourite character in the series. And, you know, I don't think the series will ever come back. I will just say it now. I don't think he'll do anything else regarding White Lie. I don't think he'll ever make the B canon that he talked about, unfortunately. Because, as I said, it like towards the beginning of this video, he has his own life now. He has his own life, and, you know, YouTube, White Lie, everything like this is not at the forefront of his mind, obviously. Because why would you be focused on White Lie when you have a life now? Like, the thing is, the reason I'm like so like saddened by, you know, White Lie ending is because I would never be able to make something like this on my own. I would not be able to make anything like this. And the reason I'm saying that is because he used SFM, Source Filmmaker, to make this series. I have no idea how to use that. I've never downloaded it. I don't know, you know, if it's worth doing. I don't know if putting the time into it would be worth it. Of course, shown by White Lie, obviously you'd be like, of course the time and effort being put into it would be good. What are you talking about? It's the fact that I have put my time and effort into videos before. Some of them was absolutely, like, did amazingly well, such as the Arthur and John dance video I made. This one did extremely well, and it literally took me months to make. And it did well, but there's also examples of videos that I put a lot of time into not doing well. Like, some heavily edited videos that I did never got any views, opposed to something like this, which took me 5 minutes, and it got over 100k. So, it like, put it into perspective for me. Do not look at this video, by the way. It put it into perspective to me. Why would I put my effort into something, like, and then it not do well. Because I did start doing a series called Redstone on Red Dead Redemption 2, and it was heavily inspired by Yellowstone, the actual real-life TV show Yellowstone, and I did put time into Redstone. I put time like a week into it, and I was done with the first 5 minutes out of the 40 minutes that it would have took. Because it was going to be a 1-to-1 of Yellowstone, but in Red Dead Redemption 2, and I'd call it Redstone. But I did like the first 5 minutes, and it took so long to do. It took so long to get the mods all to work together that I wanted. It took so long to get the right animations. Because I was doing it in the game itself, I literally had to download like 7 different mod menus, 7 different mods for the characters to look similar to Yellowstone characters. And I didn't want to put all the time into it and then get no views on it. Like, people would probably be saying, like, why would you get no views on it? If you're doing something that's like that cinematic, obviously you'd get views on it. But from prior experiences, I wouldn't want to put all that time into making it, just in case, it never did well, and I've put like half a year's worth of time into it, and then it just went nowhere. I wouldn't want to do that, but at the same time, I also do, because I want to entertain my viewers and all that. And White Lie was the thing I watched growing up. This really was the thing I watched growing up. This was part of my childhood right here, was White Lie. And I do want the creator to come back one day and say, my YouTube career as now is done. I want one more video, answering some questions that people have. Is the B canon gonna actually ever come out? Am I ever gonna make a full return to YouTube? Am I ever gonna put as much time into a thing as I did White Lie? Because he put a lot of time into making this. He literally had a lot of dedication to this series for that many years. He really does deserve a lot more subscribers and credit and growth than he does here. Because the things he made are truly amazing. He really does deserve more credit. And I hope one day he does make a video saying that, I'm not going to make the B plot, I'm not going to be making a return to YouTube, but the least I can do is answer some questions. And the one question I have is, what happened to the soldier? What actually happened to the soldier? Is she alive? Where did she go after she split from the group? What happened to the soldier? That's what I want to know. And hopefully one day he does make that extra video answering some questions, is he going to come back or not? I really hope he does. It's unlikely that he will, but I'm hoping he does. I really am. I'm hoping he does. And there's not much else I can talk about White Lie, because, again, as I've said before, this was my childhood. I hope one day the creator comes back and he tells us, what happened and all that, what he's doing now. I'm interested in that as well. What is he doing now? Because I want to know if he's going to make a return. Because he's responsible for the series that I was watching growing up. He is seriously responsible for the series that I watched growing up. And there's another scene, I think, from this episode.
Somebody
Oh, hello.
stove me. You have to go.
Hey, little brother. Miss me?
Burger apocalypse.
Yeah. There's a scene in this one. No, this one. That I like as well, involving the soldier. Because I just love her reaction. I love her reaction to this.
Holy shit, guys! Kittyland!
Not that. Not that.
Sometimes it feels like we babysitting, doesn't it?
He's like a 5-year-old with guns and a comprehensive grasp of every swear word in the English language.
Man, would you look at all these rides? And no lines! Wish we weren't in such a hurry.
I was a little peanut riding these. This here was my favorite. Positively. Oh, baby, I could destroy some kettle corn right now.
How do you feel?
I'm cool. I'm cool.
I gotcha. I'm gonna help you.
Relax. You're tougher than you look.
Whatever.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think I need these guys.
It's nice to see you still have that in you.
What?
No way, sweetie.
You are a charming, beautiful man.
This is cozy.
What?
That scene right there, that reaction, he's like, this is cozy. She's like, what? I love that scene as well, just because of her reaction in that moment. She's like, what? Oh my god. And the thing is, I just love this series so much for the humor side of things. I love the storyline. I just feel like, again, this series is very underrated. Even though the 4.2 million views say otherwise, I still feel like this series is not talked about enough. Not enough people know about this series, and the creator deserves a lot more respect. Oh no, he gets respected, of course, but I feel like he deserves a lot more subscribers than he has here. Like, I really do. And again, one day, hopefully he comes back. His channel, everything will be linked in the description. So I hope one day he makes a return. But as of now, there's nothing else I can really talk about regarding the series or the characters or anything like that. But what I will say is this. The reason I'm making this video is because I was hit with a massive wave of nostalgia when I seen this. I was hit with a massive wave. This was the thing that I couldn't stop thinking about for probably the last week. Every time I was playing a game, you know, just enjoying myself playing a game with a friend, I was like, yeah, go in the right, get him, or something like that. I like stopped communicating with my team because I was like, this series was amazing. This series was everything to me, and it's so sad to see it go. And I was like that lost in thought that I started standing still. And everyone was like, "What are you doing? Why are you AFK?" And I'm like, "Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing." And you know, it distracted me so much over the last week and a half. It's probably a week and a half more than a week, but honestly, this series was like the only thing I could think about for so long. It's like it's a terrible view to stop at because it's literally just a doorway. But this series was literally one of the things I watched the most growing up, and hopefully one day the creator comes back and he answers a few questions, because I really do think this series, the questions that have not been answered, I feel like they should be answered, and I feel like the creator deserves a lot more subscribers than he has now. So if anyone could, can you go, if anyone's even watching now, like, I'm 100% sure that nearly nobody will make it to the end of this video, but if anyone is watching, go and subscribe to this creator right here. Go and subscribe to this creator, because I'm telling you now, he deserves it. And again, if you've listened through all this video and you still haven't ever seen the series for yourself, go and watch it. Because even though my impact will literally leave like not even a scratch mark on his subscriber count, or like, you know, a scratch mark on the series, like people go and watch it again for like old time's sake, or, you know, his subscribers go up by like another 1,000. I don't think that any of that will happen coming from a channel that's as small as me. So this will probably mean nothing in the grand scheme of things, but please, if you haven't seen the series, go and watch it. Please, if you aren't subscribed to the creator, go and subscribe to him. Do all the above, because honestly, this creator, not me, this creator really does deserve it for putting all this time, effort, and heart into the videos he made. Like, I haven't watched nearly anything else other than this one. The Markiplier animated Left 4 Dead video. I watched this as well. But the White Lie series is the main thing that I remember from my childhood. So I'll leave it off there. This is going to be the end of the video. Please go subscribe to him. Creator, if you're watching this, you probably haven't even made it to the end. I wouldn't blame you for clicking off, but if you have, please comment down below. Like, if you're not going to make another video answering some questions, please at least comment on this video, you know, saying what happened to the soldier, because her fate is one that I want to know, because it's one of the only ones that we don't know, is, you know, where she went after she split away from the group, you know, what happened to her years later. I want to know, you know, what the soldier is doing now. I want to know where she went. I want to know, you know, if she did, if in canon she is still alive, because you said back then that she did live. I really want to know what happened. But again, I'll leave it off there. And I will, like, leave probably a 5-minute clip of episode 1. Like, creator, please do not copyright strike my channel. Please don't. I'm only going to leave like 5 minutes of episode 1 at the end of this video for you to go and watch. Because if you watch the first 5 minutes and you want to watch the rest, go to the creator's YouTube channel, go to playlists, go to White Lie, or go in the description and click either of the links. And you definitely should watch this series. You really, really should watch the series. But that's it for me today. So until next time, peace. Please go watch it. It's a great series.
Things like this never end well.
This used to be a nice neighborhood. All right, sweetie, let's roll. Girl? God damn it. Hang in there, I'm coming. Oh, shit. You okay? Oh. All right, sweetie. Yeah, you good. So what happened? Damn right. All right, let's roll. Cedar's got to be around here somewhere. Let's find this evac and get out of here. Damn. Where is everybody? Shit. This place is deserted. It's starting to creep me out. Let's try the roof. Ah, damn it now. What the hell is Cedar doing? Thought they were supposed to be getting us out of this shit. Damn. All right. Thanks. One place is as good as the next when you're dying.
Jesus, I knew it. There's nothing here.
Looks like we're gonna have to get out of the city on our own.
Hey!
We are not infected.
Well, this is unexpected. And I thought this place was a shithole when there were people in it.
No, I'm good.
So much for the rescue. Any ideas?
Hey down there! Good to see some smiling faces!
Hey! We're still here!
Sorry, I can't risk another street landing. I think I may be the last pilot in the city. The closest evac location is on the roof of Mercy Hospital. It isn't far from here. When you get there, call me on the radio. I'll fly you out of this mess.
Take the subway tunnels to the hospital. There's a red line station not far from here. There's a subway station just around the corner.
Here are some supplies to help you out. Good luck.
Sita. Leaving me twice in one day. Lesson learned.
Goddamn whirlybird left without us.
Helicopter! It is a helicopter! You call that thing a whirlybird one more time.
Settle down, son. We're gonna be okay. What's your name?
Folks call me Ellis. I run an auto shop around here. Instead of evacuating, I armored up a truck to drive myself out of here. Built that thing to be zombie-proof. And I'll call it what I like, fancy suit.
And you?
Name's Nick. And I'm gonna get out of this piece of shit city if it kills me.
My name's Coach. I don't like being here any more than you do. But if we got to fight, we might as well fight together.
This would be really awkward if I gave a shit about your feelings. Hey, what's your name?
Zoe, huh? All right.
If everyone's good with it, we should stick together.
I normally go solo, but under the circumstances, I'm thinking we stick together.